Hello! Welcome to Casual Reviewer Podcast, Episode 8. I am Ed, aka Bumpmansky. And on here, I just like to casually review various forms of entertainment, pieces of culture, and ongoings of life that I come across. This is Episode 8. Lots to talk about today. First thing on the agenda is Aquaman. Saw Aquaman in theaters and I really enjoyed it. It is a spectacle. It is lots going on. It is a prince returning to the throne, or heading to the throne to regain it and fight off his half brother, save his family from the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean, belly of the whale, all that. It is a great standalone superhero film for the DCEU. Who knows what they're doing in the future, but this was a great piece in that. And it is definitely a popcorn munching film. I know I went through a full tub myself, a large tub, and like I said, it is a spectacle. There's lots going on. The story, it's classic Arthurian legend. What is that? The sword in the stone. That's it. And a guy who thinks he's nothing special is actually the one and only king, and he has to return to his throne. So that's the story in the sense. And but James Wan does a great job telling that story. He does a great job diving into the world of Atlantis and the Atlanteans, and then the different all the seven kingdoms in the ocean, and how they're all different. They're similar because they're underwater, but they're different because they look different or they have different ways and everything. And so he does a great job doing that. There's great action. Fight scenes are cool. Lots of underwater battles. A few, maybe one or two above water battles. Yeah, definitely one or two. One in the beginning is really cool with Nicole Kidman, and the Atlanteans are coming to get her, but she fights them off and whatnot. She returns then. But yeah, so there's good action in it. I like how they do the whole underwater stuff. I was skeptical, like, what is this going to be? Are they going to be in air bubbles? And then they go, nope, they're just floating around. Well, they do air bubbles sometimes, but a lot of times they're just floating in water, And it's epic. Like I said, there's an army on whales battling, like an army on crocodiles or sea creatures, or like, it's craziness. There's giant sea creatures like Cthulhu. And yeah, it's epic. It is epic. So yeah, popcorn Aquaman. I enjoyed it. It's a popcorn munching movie. Great action, great effects, great story. The villains are well done, I'd say. It's Black Mantis. No, Black Manta. Mantis is the Avengers person. Black Manta and King Orm, Aquaman's half brother. And they do Black Manta well, I think. Like, they have him and his father have a relationship, and then something happens to his dad, and then he's mad at Aquaman. It's his fault. This, that, the third. And they go on from there. But yeah, nice, very well done. I'd say go see it. See it in theaters if you can. It's a big spectacle. Lots going on. Stuff happening. I'm sure it's just as good at home. But go see it. I enjoyed it. All right, next on the agenda, Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Took me days to figure out how to say it. BanderSnatch, Gander and Bash, something, I don't know, but yeah, Black Mirror, BanderSnatch. It is a movie on Netflix, anywhere from like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. It is a choose your own adventure movie, meaning the movie goes on and then all of a sudden you start making decisions. Some are very simple, which music to listen the kid listens to, or which cereal he has, and then it goes on from there and it gets deeper and darker and twisted, and it's crazy. Okay, one thing with this though, you have to, it's not available on every device. So I tried watching it on my iPad, but it just didn't work. So I watched it on a smart TV. They say the newest smartphone, the newest laptops, and the latest smart TVs, you can watch it. But once you watch it, then like once you have a device that is accepts it, you have to be able to make decisions and choose with the left or right buttons. But I watched some other videos on YouTube with the like endings, and there are like about 5 or 6 endings, but like you're making decisions, the story's going on, but then you can get to a point and like technically you ended it, but instead of the credits rolling, you could go back and then go from there and like make the decisions you didn't make before. So and then like go from there again. And so they say there's like 5 or 6 different endings. However, I don't feel like there's that many endings. I feel like you have to go, like they want you to go to those endings because it's hard to explain. With the later endings, I'm using information to make those decisions that I've learned through the first endings, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't have learned some information if I didn't do those endings, but I did. So I learned that info, and then I use that later on to get other endings and like that. So I feel like there's not different endings. It's just I don't know how you would say it, chapters or the first part of the ending. Like, I don't know. Different stuff can happen, but I feel like it's part of the story to go through all of them. So you see all the endings, and there's not really an ending. It's just you're going through. But the story was good, and you're picking up hints. It's the classic Black Mirror, like, oh, what is this? Oh, I saw that. Oh, but that was over there. Oh, no, yeah. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good story. There's some action in it. There's a few jump scares. Oh! And then, yeah, it's going to take about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes to work through everything. I know I redid a bunch of stuff, like, but I feel like that's part of the story. Like, you should redo a bunch of stuff. But it's definitely a first of its kind on this platform, and it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. So, Black Mirror BanderSnatch. Check it out. All right, the next thing I want to mention is a movie on Netflix called Kill the Messenger. It is with Jeremy Renner. He's playing Gary Webb, and it is the story of the reporter at the San Jose Daily Times or Sun News or something that picks up the story. He picks up a story and then he starts following the story. And then he learns that the CIA is smuggling drugs into the cities and I don't know about creating the crack epidemic, but definitely having a hand in it. And so he finds that out, and they're sending the money to Nicaraguan rebels for guns. And then it just tells a story about him coming across this story, following the story, writing the story, and then the fallout of the story. I think it was an enjoyable movie. You know, I've got nothing to do. Check it out, watch it. And kind of has a bummed out ending. And I mean, spoiler, the guy dies 10 years. Yeah, I think 10 years after the story is printed. He got suicided. It was ruled a suicide, but he had two bullet shot wounds to the head. Suicide. So yeah, Kill the Messenger. Check it out on Netflix. And with that, with the CIA and conspiracies and all that going on, the next thing, check out on YouTube Dyer. He's a YouTuber, author, podcaster. He has a lot of breakdown videos of different movies and everything. His first book is Esoteric Hollywood, #1, and then his second book is Esoteric Hollywood, #2. And he's just exposing conspiracy theories involving Hollywood, the CIA, elites, and Satanists. And he's doing a lot of good stuff. He has a lot of breakdown videos on YouTube about movies and the story in the movie, and then the story outside the movie, and then what some of the actors were into, and how that ties into different conspiracies and the weird stuff they're doing. And he also is on a podcast / YouTube video called The Boiler Room, where he's talking about hot topics and basically exposing the Hollywood elite, CIA, mind control, MK Ultra, pedophilia, Pizzagate, what else? Just all the different conspiracies. So yeah, definitely check out Dyer on YouTube. Or I think he has a website, Jay's Analysis. So definitely check him out. He's doing good stuff. All right, then the last thing I want to talk about, New Year. Woo! Happy New Year! New Year, new possibilities. New Year, new you. All that jazz. But I feel like 2019 is going to be a great year for movies, TV, podcasts. There's a lot going on. Lots of stuff I can't wait for. But I just wanted to list a few things that I'm most excited for in 2019. I'm excited for a lot of things, but the #1 would have to be Avengers Endgame, coming out in April. I've watched Avengers Infinity War about 2 times since it has been on Netflix for like 2 weeks, I think. I just can't wait to see how they tie this story up. I'm very excited for that. It's coming in April, Avengers Endgame. And I keep thinking, like, I don't think Thanos was in Infinity War. He did what he was supposed to do. That's it. His story is done. He did it. He did what he set out to do. That's it. He retired on looking at the sunrise. Like, he's done. So then, this is what I think. I'm gonna just quick do some speculation. I feel like there's going to be a cosmic entity that like finds the Avengers or is coming after Thanos, where it's like, wait a second, buddy, you just took out half the universe with the Infinity Stones. You can't do that. We didn't give you permission. You're just some mad titan. Like, we're gods over here. We're celestial bodies of space and time and this, that, the third. There's repercussions of what you did now. So, like, I feel like there's going to be a cosmic entity or a cosmic threat. I don't know, that the Avengers have to battle, or they battle Thanos together. But then, I don't know. This is why I'm so excited to see what do they do with this story. So, there's that. And then I'm excited for Captain Marvel. 2 reasons. I'm excited for like the cosmic space stuff, flying around, binary mode, laser beams. That sounds fun. But then I'm also excited for like the backstory, like a little more of a backstory of Shield, Nick Fury. How'd he lose his eye? Is that really a cat? And then any post-credit scenes. Do they tie into Avengers, Infinity War, and/or Endgame? So that's what I'm excited about. Captain Marvel. February, March, something, I don't know. But before Avengers Endgame, so hoping to see what does that mean. Because Captain Marvel, end of Infinity War, Nick Fury, beep, 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 paged her. So we'll have to see, does she come? Where's she at? What is she doing? What's going on? Is she battling with stuff? Like, was she somewhere and people started dusting and she's like, uh-oh, again, a page, something's going on. So I'm excited for that. And then also Spider-Man Far From Home. So excited to see that. That would be after Endgame, so I'm assuming he has to come back. Or is it going to be an alternate reality, different time? Who knows? Excited to find out. And then, Stranger Things 3. A few weeks ago, they released like the title teaser, Stranger Things 3, and they had all of the episode names. I was reading those. That got me hyped up. But then New Year's Eve, or just the beginning of New Year's Day, they released the ball dropping, and then 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. And then the music plays, stuff flashes, the ball is going up, then upside down. We're in it. When blue meets yellow in the west, stuff like that. I don't know, that's a hidden message in there. So, I don't know. It's going to be in 1985. It's going to be the summer of 1985. I feel like that there's going to be a lot going on. I'm excited to see Stranger Things Season 3. All right. And then the last, I don't want to say the last thing I'm excited for, but the last thing I'm going to mention that really has my attention is Star Wars Episode 9. I am a huge Star Wars fan. The original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and then we have this trilogy going on. I really liked Episode 7. I wanted to like Episode 8. I have mixed feelings. I understand what Rian Johnson was doing after more viewings of the movie. But I just feel like J.J. Abrams laid a story out. in episode 7, or laid the foundation for a story. He gave a little tidbits of things we would want to be interested in. Who are Rey's parents? Who is she? Kylo Ren. Who are the Knights of Ren? Where's Luke? What's going on? And then, and Finn, Poe Dameron. But then episode 8 was more of, I feel like it was a part 2 to episode 7. Like, it was minutes after. Like, they just did, it was seconds, it was right after it. So there was no time in between them to actually, for anything other to happen, except, you learn Luke is bummed out. He ran away. There's no Knights of Ren. Who is Snoke? That was another question, but then it's like, well, who cares who he was, because he's not there anymore. And then, so I don't know. Mixed feelings on episode 8, but that is why I am excited for episode 9, because J.J. Abrams is back as director, so I want to see, is he gonna tie up the loose ends? Hopefully he has to. He has a lot he has to do, and I hope he succeeds. This isn't gonna be till December, which I much would have rather. I would have rathered that Han Solo came out this past December than it coming out in May. We were just off of episode 8, and then a few months later, bam, we get Han Solo. I feel like they should have keep December. That's what they should have done, I feel like. Because the holiday season, it's like, I did say to myself, man, I wish there was a Star Wars movie we can go see. And that would have been Han Solo. But it didn't happen like that. Oh well. However, Han Solo is coming out. It's going to be on Netflix by the end of the month, I think. I heard that, so I want to check that out. I'll have to watch it again. But yeah, I'm excited for Star Wars Episode 9, December 2019. We have a long... I feel like shortly we'll get some information, whether it's a title, whether it's a little teaser, some voices. We'll get something. We'll have to get something soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The things I'm excited for in 2019: Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Stranger Things 3, and Star Wars Episode 9. But yeah, that's it for Casual Reviewer Episode 8. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Adios!